Coming up next, here at XKO Fight Night at Billy Bob's, Texas, in the bantamweight division.
This is our co-main event fight of the evening.
Evers the Mauler Anderson takes on Keaton Flash Gordon.
Oh,
Anderson, Cooper, they will face off right here. And I'll tell you right now, when you have the two of them, Keaton Flash Gordon, and of course, the Mauler Anderson.
This fight is brought to you by J. Duncanson Roofing, a family-owned company since 2007, specializing in all your roofing needs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by J. Duncanson Roofing. It is scheduled for 3 rounds in the XKO bantamweight division. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the next bank blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record, 5 victories, 4 defeats. He stands 5 feet, 8 inches tall. He weighed in 134 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Texoma, Texas, presenting KEETON Flash GORTON! And now across the cage, his opponent, fighting out of the Jim Ross red corner, trained in kickboxing and wrestling. He holds a professional record, 3 victories, 1 defeat. He stands 5 feet, 6 inches tall. He weighed in 134 3/4 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas, Evers the Mauler Anderson. Referee Don Turnage.
All right, Jim, rules for the cage tonight. To do 3 more things. Once fight, we'll say fight. Stop, we'll say stop. Most importantly, it tells you to press all times. Touch close, back up, good luck.
The ring of the bell, the touch of the gloves. This is your kind of fight, Ocho.
yeah, they're going to get right to work. And in the bantamweight division.
You know,
I would have loved to mix it up with these guys back in the day.
Oh, wouldn't you though?
5 years ago, 8 years ago. Keaton lands a great left hand. I like that running start that he's got to it. It can also be pretty dangerous. You can run right into a shot.
You know, all it takes is a sidestep and a hook.
Yeah.
You know, I love how Evers is changing it up from southpaw to orthodox.
He's switching up to negate that lead foot.
The last time that Evers was here facing off with Chris Gutierrez, he took some serious leg shots all 5 rounds. Right now, Keaton is wanting to show a repeat of his skills in that era. Both fighters ready to get to work, like you said, picking their shots, stepping in with an inside knee there.
Evers tried to take it to the ground.
Here comes that wrestling.
This is where he's going to thrive in this grappling range. He's the stronger of the two.
Mm-hmm. That low center of body gravity.
For an inside trip here.
You know, Evers with that underhook there, and I mean, it's right now at that point, it's really putting him in a bad position right now, because all that Keaton could do is, correct me if I'm wrong, if he brings that knee up, but is he going to lose his balance?
He could get taken down up here, and that's exactly what Evers is looking for. This square cage is a lot different. You get trapped in that corner, it's hard to get out.
You know, it seems like some fighters will put themselves in a position to bait their opponent just to counter-route them and try to make them slip up.
Yeah, he's trying to get him to lift up that knee a little bit. What he really needs to do is go for that inside trip. Yes, drive that takedown. Very nice. Look for him to stuff the knee, try to pass. He might be content just to sit here in half guard. Well, Gordon right back, trying to get to his feet, scooting his hips up.
Oh, and that was to the body.
That was definitely to the
body. You know, right now, Keaton Gordon background in kickboxing, and Evers, clearly the wrestling is really coming out right now.
You see the awareness of Keaton Gordon getting right back to his feet, not accepting that bottom position.
All right, they face off right here. Some separation between the two of them. A nice jab to say how you doing. It was nice to meet you.
Keaton's striking is a little bit more labored now that he's had to wrestle a little bit. Not as much pop on his punches.
The one thing about it is the reach, the range. Oh!
Almost kicked the leg out.
And there's that kickboxer coming out of Keaton. And there's the wrestler. There's the bulldog.
Right into a triangle. He really needs to posture up here. King Gordon needs to control that posture and scoot his hips out, try and get perpendicular with him. Grab his shin. He's not grabbing his shin here. He's grabbing his foot. He needs to grab his shin on the triangle.
There he goes. He's connected.
Yeah, he's grabbing the shin. He's grabbing the foot. It's working. Keeping that posture down. This can get tight if he brings that arm across.
That shoulder just popped.
Yeah, he's damaging the shoulder with the corkscrew, and he's looking to lock up the triangle.
And
ooh, looks like he got the arm back in. Oh, he's free and clear.
Definitely, you know, you get points for the effort.
Now, if I'm Anderson, I need to posture up. I mean, putting your head down, you feel comfortable, but you're just going to end up in submission attempt after submission attempt.
And that's one thing I don't think Evers really expected out of Keaton Gordon, is to have a ground game as diverse as he has.
I've been watching Keaton Gordon since I believe he was an amateur coming up. So, yeah, he's always had a little bit of scrap off his back.
And there he is with the body lock. And you know, right now, even though Evers is in a dominant position, Keaton, if he gets that separation, has that range to strike off of his back.
Yeah, and he's fully aware. He's controlling the posture. He's moving his hips. He's doing what he needs to do off his back to be offensive and defend himself.
You know, great job by Keaton to keep himself in the middle of the cage. Great job by the Mauler, just raining down bombs.
Oh,
and he's changing over the elbows. We're about to end, and there goes the very first round. Really saw a lot from both fighters.
You got to see, you know, both of their game plans. It's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. And, you know, Evers, obviously he needs to get the fight to the ground, but he needs to keep his posture up. He needs to stay out of those submission attempts.
You know, looking in the corners right now, doing some serious work over here to Keaton. He looks a little winded right now. I mean, he did a lot of work.
Yeah, he wasn't just laying off his back either.
No.
He was moving, trying to get back to his feet. If I'm in the corner of Gordon, I'm telling him lateral movement. You got to move side to side. You can't just go straight back and find the cage. You got to be olaying the bull, if you will.
And here we have an instant replay in the very first round. The Mauler brings the hands down. Keaton tries to come up with a strike, and there comes the Mauler just coming overhand.
Yeah,
trying to devastate him.
If he straightened out those shots, they'll be a lot more damaging.
All right, fight fans. Round number 2. The Mauler versus the Flash.
Right back to the inside leg kick. A little eye poke. Now turn his timeout due to an eye poke. That's debilitating.
Yeah, it is. And that,
I don't know if he's going to be able to continue.
And it wasn't done intentional.
No, he was putting his hand out to pose.
Right.
Obviously not intentional, but.
You know, the damage, hopefully the damage is not done to the point where he cannot continue. I mean, that would be devastating to go as far, the weight cuts, take it as far as you have to end the fight in this way.
Yeah, you never want to have to stop fighting because you can't see, but if he can't see, he's calling for a doctor. The doctor's got to look at him. This can't be good.
Right. Well, I think was he calling for a doctor or was he calling for water?
Yeah, give him a rag, wipe out his eye.
There you go.
You get an eye poke, you know, your eye wants to close immediately. It's hard to get it to relax. Your eye muscles start tensing up and twitching. You gotta wipe it out. And you don't want to be wiping it with your sweaty, nasty gloves.
Okay. Look at Keaton, man. Wipe my eye. Let me get back in there.
Yeah.
Let me go back at it.
He wants to get his bearing back.
Yep, shake it off and get back to work. Don't let it.
Wow, what a boss. What a boss.
Warrior.
Now, with that eye poke, is his range going to be?
It very well could be. But he recovered pretty quickly from that. It looked bad at first.
Now with the striking.
Oh, almost sets up that head kick. Very nicely done. Ooh, ripping that lead leg.
You know, I don't know if that's something that you guys train for. Is do you go in there and simulate an eye poke and put a patch on one eye and try to go for broke?
That's one of those things where, you know, if you got to go through it in the gym, and sometimes you just have to fight through it. Oh, didn't see it. Didn't see it. Keep going. You got to learn how to fight in adversity. And Keaton's doing a really good job of ripping up that lead leg.
You know, I got to tell you, you know, hats off to Keaton for staying in the fight. And you know that the Mauler, you know, you see a guy who's somewhat handicapped, just barely, but Mauler he's still playing it safe.
Yeah.
He's still keeping his distance.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fall victim, and I think that those leg kicks are really doing work on him because he's not shooting in.
Well, you notice that the pressure's being put on by Keaton.
Yeah, he's really taking it to him here, and he's got to realize those leg kicks are starting to add up.
And so the Mauler, you know, he's making Keaton come after him. He'll take a couple steps back. He's baiting him.
That way he's baited him for that double leg, and Keaton, now he's up against the corner, and he needs to get out of here. He doesn't want to stay here. It's only going to get worse.
Taking some nasty shots to the back of the ear there.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go down.
But it was interesting, you know, you were watching the Mauler, you know, you're watching the Evers kind of take a strike, 3 or 4 steps back, take a strike, 3 or 4, and he wasn't running from his opponent. He was baiting him in to catch him off an angle because he knows that his vision might be impaired. Right. But now when you're in close quarters like that, hey, you really don't need the vision as much as you need right now.
Grappling range.
So it might have been better for the Mauler to go ahead and keep striking, keep the kicks, and keep the distance. Here we go, separation.
Nice cut over the eye of Keaton Gordon on the right eye.
Mauler's definitely playing it smart. Keaton still pressing forward as the gladiator that he is. Looking for that uppercut inside leg kick.
That one hurt him. You can see it on his face.
Yep.
Now Keaton with the double underhooks.
And that was a nice combination with those nice peppering inside the thighs there. And he's got those long, knobby knees, and
yeah, those will hurt. They're bony.
Yeah, and you know they're going to feel like one of those rubber mallets, but maybe a little more stronger than that. You know, with Keaton being the taller fighter and Mauler being the shorter fighter, in this situation where he has the underhooks on Evers, is that working for his advantage or against him?
Right now it's working for him. He's got really good head pressure under the chin. Now he's falling under the hook. Okay, right back. He needs to put his chin or his forehead right under the chin in that range. Yeah, he's doing good about controlling those double unders and just making this a grimy fight.
You know, I got to tell you, you know, if you're Keaton Gordon, you still have to remember, you know, if you get your head low enough around the hip or the midsection of Evers, you're dealing with a wrestler.
Right, yeah, he's got strong hips.
And, you know, Guy Metzger's just saying that's where we want to be. Bring your head on down. That's where we want to be. We don't mind putting in a guillotine choke and sending you on your way.
That double leg. Wow, Keaton Gordon with the double leg.
Just as we talk about not wanting to go to the ground,
yeah.
Keaton takes it there. He's almost has a full mount. Almost has a full mount.
For him to posture up here in half guard, start raining down some blows.
And here's what you were talking about earlier. Here's the dark waters of this cage, is it being a square cage.
Yeah.
You take somebody into the deep water over here, you know, you want to make them drown. Now, tell me if I'm wrong right now, but if Keaton brings his head down up on Mauler, can he bring that shoulder in and check him with that shoulder?
Oh, yeah. I love those shoulder strikes. Those are a very underutilized part of the ground game.
10 seconds in the end of round number 2. Who do you have?
Oh, man. That first round had to have gone to Anderson, but Keeton Gordon took that second round without a doubt in my mind. He's wearing the damage. He's got a cut over the right eye, but it looked like he totally outstruck him in that round, and that cut could have been caused by, you know, a headbutt or who knows what caused that cut.
Yeah, I got to say, very impressive fight. A lot of technique that we're seeing, a lot of technique, savagery.
Yeah.
As they're tending to Keeton Gordon right now with that cut over his eye that you're talking about. We're looking at this instant replay here. And there's the underhook from Keeton. Then he goes in for that double leg.
Up and down on the double leg.
Takes him into deep water.
I think he's sensing something right there. He's sensing that his opponent's starting to gas, and he's starting to turn it up on him.
All right, third and final round. Evers talking to his coach, smiling. Evers is fresh right now, you know?
He looks fresh, but his face could be telling a different story than his body.
You want to play
Keeton
that?
Gordon looks worn, but he's still dogging on him. He's still, dragging him down. You see how he starts off. Ooh, shin to shin, that hurts.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm probably thinking to the back of Evers' mind, he's thinking about that fight that he had in the main event with Chris Gutierrez.
Yeah. If I'm Gordon, I'm doing the same thing I did in round 2.
You know, this is probably the second fight that we've seen people really utilizing that calf kick.
Yeah. I mean, that's been the story of the fights tonight. Is a lot of guys the leg kicks or the calf kicks. It's done a number on them. Ooh. Just trading in here in round 3.
Oh, he's connecting two strong lefts from the Mauler.
This combo by Gordon.
Gordon is not as crisp with those leg kicks, but he's still throwing them out there.
Yeah, Evers needs to turn and burn here. He needs to get that underhook, get off the cage, get his back off the cage.
Definitely the Mauler working the midsection of Gordon.
There you go. Changes him up.
Mauler working him, taking him into deep water in the corner. 2 overhand rights, opening that cut up on Keeton Gordon, still pepper in the face. And they
drags him down to the ground. This is bad.
That's not what the Mauler wanted. There you go.
He's trying to get up. But Evers is weighing on him. Now or never. Looks like Don Turnage is about to step in and stop this fight.
There he is. He had to get in there.
Wow.
He gave him the time and the opportunity to step up.
He gave him a chance to get up.
When he came back down, you know, that was...
Once you go back down, he was slowly working his way up, but Evers brought him back down, and it could have just been a shoulder, pulling him down, and Don Turnage had no choice but to step in.
You know, my hat's off to
both fighters, really.
Yeah,
this
man.
is fight of the night so far, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah, by far. And we spoke about that earlier. Knockout of the night we've seen.
Yeah.
TKO, but this was clearly the fight of the night.
Yeah, without a doubt so far. 144 in round 3 gets the stoppage. And Keeton Gordon is wearing it back to his feet. He's all right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's go announce the winner.
Leave it to Antonio to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Don Turnage is going to stop the contest at 1 minute, 44 seconds into the third and final round. declaring a winner due to stoppage, due to strikes, EVERS, the Mauler and the Son.
Hey, what's up, Evers? How you doing up there, my brother?
Hey, Perks, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Man, feeling good, feeling great now.
Oh, I can see that,
How do I
man.
look? How do I look?
Oh, you look fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh to death, man. Look at you flossing, baby.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Let's talk about this fight, man. 3 rounds, man.
That's how I like it.
Yeah, you did. So, did this fight, because of the leg kicks, did it bring some flashbacks of fighting Chris Gutierrez?
Nah, man, his legs kick weren't half as strong as Gutierrez, man. That was light work. I checked most of them, so I didn't even feel nothing.
You know, I love how you changed up your stance like you do every fight, southpaw, orthodox. But, man, when you came in here and you ended this fight, is this the way you wanted to end it and walk out of this cage?
I mean, you know, like I always tell you, Perkins, I take guys in deep water, man. I train every day.
Yes.
I put in work when I train, man. No days off. You know, it takes me a little bit to get warmed up. Second round, I'll be honest, I started having doubts. I said, damn, this dude's getting at me. His clinch game was strong. He took me down in second, but by that third round, it's like most guys do, man. They fade. He didn't. No offense to keep, but he didn't have that heart to keep going, man. I told him at the end of the fight, I said, man, you got soft in that third, baby. I was like, I started to get worried in that second, but the third round, I came out switching to southpaw, caught him with a couple straights down the middle, just like I did, you know, guys in the past. And then once I got him down, I hit him about 2 times, and he went from 100 to like 25%. And I almost was like, what's up? And then I heard Don say, come on, Keaton, you got to move. And I just kept on dropping bombs, man. I tell Grant, I said, man, you got to drop the bombs, keep going. When you see that ref, you know, kind of step in, and you have that split second, say, do I keep punching? Do I save my energy? And at that point, I said, man, just keep going, E. Keep going.
Well, you know, I got to tell you, this was clearly the fight of the night.
Woo!
You two went in there and went for broke. You both took each other into deep water, and guess what? You came out the victor.
Hey, like Connor said, Dana, 50 G's, baby. Let me get 5 G's. Let me get 5 G's.
Let me get 5 G's. 5 G's, 5 burgers, man. Give me something, man.
But at the end of the day, Perkins, I appreciate y'all having me out here. I come out, I give them all. I hope the fans love it.
Man, the fans were cheering, man. That was the fight of the night. The warrior spirit is very strong, my brother.
Hey, the Mauler out.
Yeah. Have a good one, Chief.